My name is Aureliano Sosa, and I am one of the head coaches at the Atlas Cops and Kids Boxing Gym. I believe that could improve the kids in boxing, so I decided to take the head role as the head trainer. And as you've seen, we got four junior national champions, 4 Golden Glove champions, and 1 national Golden Glove champion since I took over. Like they say, if you love something, sometimes you got to make a little sacrifice, and unfortunately I come out right after work and give my time to the kids. At first it's very hard because they're used to the streets, they're used to no discipline, nobody's telling them what to do. But once they step in here and they see the other kids how good they are and they want to be part of that, slowly they have to be changing towards the way we want them to be. That way, you know, we could take them out fighting and, you know, they behave a little better. They do have to do good in school. They show us the report cards. If they do need help, we do have a tutor that helps them with their homework or any assignment that they need. But also, like I said, we help them to become great boxers and also become great people. Believe it or not, some of the kids that when I met them, they used to tell me they used to fight in the street so often that they used to be in trouble all the time. Once they started boxing and they learned how to really fight, they avoided fights in the streets. They avoided the streets itself, and they'd rather be in here than being out there.
Why is that?
Believe it or not, they consider this their family. All the kids in here, they have fun, we play, you know, they consider their family, so they'd rather be in here than out there. This is a very strict, disciplined sport. You know what I'm saying? Every sport that, if you don't take it seriously and train seriously, it's a dangerous sport. Football, if you don't train the right way, you could get your body hurt. Any sport. As they come here, slowly by slowly, we start developing their body, get stronger, faster, how to take a punch, how to avoid a punch. So for the parents, it all depends on the coaching also. It's a good, safe sport, a lot of discipline that would definitely help in life. If they don't want to be boxers, they could use that discipline for school and other stuff. If you want to be on the sport, it's a lot of discipline on the running part, conditioning part, mental part. It takes a lot. The talent that we have in this gym, the Teddy Atlas Cops Boxing Gym, we have lots and lots of talent, and hopefully when they become pros and all that, they'll become champions. I want to say thank you to Teddy for giving us a great gym, helping us in every way he could. He's always there to help us. Another great big thank you to Pat Russo. He's like angel sent for heaven. He's always there for all the kids, for wherever I need, he's always there. So thank you, Pat.
My name's Teddy Atlas. I'm here because my foundation subsidizes these gyms. You know, it pays the money to keep them open. The Dr. Atlas Foundation was started 17 years ago in memory of my father, who was a doctor who took care of all the poor people. He took care of people that couldn't always take care of themselves. They didn't have money, didn't have insurance for medication. He gave them free medicine. They didn't have proper hospitalization or the ability to get proper hospitalization. Guess what? He actually built a hospital in Staten Island many years ago before the Verrazano Bridge with 22 beds in it, just to give them free hospitalization. So I figured when he died, why not remember a man like that? He lived that way for 55 years. He took care of people. I wanted to remember him. So I started the Dr. Atlas Foundation 17 years ago, and we do what he did. We do house calls. If somebody needs help, their insurance isn't paying for a sick child who has cancer, we step in. We do what we have to do. We pay for it. They have to fly out of state. They don't have the money, the means, we fly them out of state. They need a handicap ramp. The insurance doesn't pay for it. We put the handicap ramp up. They need a wheelchair. We buy the wheelchair. Whatever it is, we step in and we take care of the families that need the help, that sometimes can't take care of themselves. We've been doing it for 17 years. Money doesn't go to administrative costs. It goes to where it should go, to the cases, to the people. And about 5 years ago, I found out from Patty Russo, a terrific man, who's a former New York City detective, and he was running the PAL gyms. They were subsidizing them for years, and all of a sudden they decided they weren't going to subsidize them no more. He told me he had 500 kids that were going to be on the streets. Gyms were going to close down. He asked me if the foundation would step in and subsidize it. At first I wasn't sure if I should do that because we're doing the medical things, but then I thought about it. We're helping people that are sick. Guess what? If these kids aren't helped, they get sick. They get sick with a disease called violence. And I figured the gyms, I know from all my years in boxing, the gyms can save that. They can give a kid pride that doesn't have pride. They can give him discipline and direction that doesn't have discipline and direction. In other words, these gyms can give you the tools. Forget about jabs and hooks. We know that. but it can give them the tools they need to get through the things they have to get through. And sometimes a tough environment, sometimes in a tough situation. It can give them the tools to be better people. We demand 3 things here. Bring your report card, no money. The foundation, Dr. Alice Foundation, pays for everything. Each gym costs us somewhere around $50,000 a year. And we got 3 gyms. We got almost 700 kids off the street. And like I said, 3 rules with the Dr. Atlas Foundation Cops and Kids Gym. 3 rules. 1, bring a report card. That's all you need. Get you in the door. 2, pull your pants up at the door. No sagging. We don't need to see your underwear, okay? And respect yourself, respect other people. And the 3rd thing, we have computer rooms inside. We hire and pay a certified teacher to be here 5 days a week. Go in the computer rooms just a couple days a week to be mentored and tutored. You do those 3 things, you're a member of the Dr. Atlas Gym. And the thing I feel the best about, we got the best gyms in New York. We have the most Golden Glove champions the last 5 years in a row. We even sent a kid out of our gyms to the Olympics in London. But the thing I feel the best about, and the only reason I'm going to keep these gyms open, is we got more kids going through high school, getting through high school. We had a low high school graduation rate, now it's much higher. And as long as we keep doing that and keep pushing education and using boxing the way it should be used to make people find themselves, to help people find themselves, to become better people, to get through the times they have to get through. As long as we're doing that and they're getting through high school and they're doing their best in those areas, I'll keep the gyms open. The day I think we're just teaching hooks and jabs and Golden Glove champions, I'll shut the gyms down. I want it to be used to make sure that these kids have a reason to care about who they are. My father was a doctor, he was a general practitioner on Staten Island, and he took care of everybody because he thought that's what doctors were supposed to do. I don't know. He thought doctors were supposed to do more than prescribe medicine, more than diagnose a broken bone, more than tell somebody that they have bronchitis. He thought that they were supposed to deal with the human condition. And look, I never knew exactly the extent or the genesis of my father taking care of so many people for so little, and sometimes for nothing. But I shouldn't say for nothing, for the satisfaction that he knew that he could do it, and he knew that he could make a difference. So it is for something, it's not for nothing. But I never really understood till he died. And people came up to me, and one of his old patients came up to me and said, before his mother died, and she was a patient of him for years, she knew the background of the family. Before your father's mother died, she made him make a promise that you will always take care of the poor people. You will always, as a doctor, never forget that you have to be there for people that sometimes can't be there for themselves. Well, apparently he never forgot that.